These are not my tweets. These are retweets. It's an important contradiction.
You often retweet stuff you don't support? Is that what you're telling me, Doc?
I did not say that I don't support this. I simply did not tweet it, which, as you were alleging.
But you retweeted them,
I'd like to make very clear that this form of character assassination is characteristic of the propaganda techniques of fossil fuel.
You retweeted
Senator Merkley.
didn't you?
Thank you.
Are you going to call me a sick fuck?
Ain't nothing changed, nothing new here to see. This ain't nothing but some political maneuvering.
America.
Welcome to the eulogy, eat it up. It's called political buffoonery.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome to This Week in DUMBmocracy, where we showcase some of the dumbest newsmakers of the week. But they're not the focus of this particular video. No. We're going to be showcasing a hero on the front lines of combating political buffoonery, and that, of course, is Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana. The man is a freaking rock star. He's been featured on several other videos on this channel. I encourage you to go check them out. They'll be in the upper right-hand corner from time to time. Great stuff from him, as always, but I don't know what happened this week. I don't know if it was that he didn't sleep on the right side of the bed, or maybe he didn't get his morning coffee, or his breakfast was ruined somehow. I don't know what it was, but Senator Kennedy, for some reason, was a bit more unleashed in comments. The man took it up a notch. Okay, not going to lie, that's pretty cool right there. We're going to be discussing Senator Kennedy's comments concerning the pro-Palestinian rallies on college campuses, as well as some testimony that got very combative discussing climate change. But before we do, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other shows. And if you like what you see and hear in this or any other video on the channel, smash that thumbs up button, like, comment, share the show with your friends, all that good stuff, because all that you do helps grow the show by feeding the YouTube algorithm.
Just feed it.
Thanks so much, as always, for all that you do in helping to grow the channel and sharing it out to everybody. I really appreciate it. And for all you newbies out there joining us for the first time, you're in for a treat because you get to see Senator Kennedy in action in 2 different clips from yesterday. And wow, this is pretty cool. Okay, I admit it. I'm a bit of a dork when it comes to these things, but I really do enjoy watching these videos, especially when it involves Senator Kennedy. Check out this video as he discusses very plainly and straight to the point his opinion on the pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses. What do you think President Biden should be doing? And pay attention to Senator Cotton in the background. He enjoys this stuff as much as I do.
President Biden could stop this stuff on a dime. On a dime. How can I put this? It just goes to show you that even old people can suck.
Did he really say that?
Oh my goodness. You know, I'm glad it's him saying it and not me. How do you even respond to something like that? It's just basic and to the point. Talking about President Biden. I know that many of you out there think he sucks, and I'll leave it at that. Now do you understand why I like this stuff?
Okay. All he would have to do is pick up the phone and call the president of Columbia University quietly and say, Madam President, how you doing? Listen, I don't have a lot of time, and I know you're busy. You've got 14 days to get control of your campus, or you're not getting any more federal money. Now, she will pounce on that like a ninja.
A fucking ninja, dude.
Can we just look at Senator Cotton right now? He is loving this as much as I am. This is pure entertainment, but Senator Kennedy is right. Sometimes government is that simple. We don't need to overcomplicate things. If President Biden really wanted to, he could call up these presidents of colleges where all these protests are going on, especially the ones that take federal funding, and by the way, that's just about most of them nowadays, and let them know, hey, get your crap together or there's going to be consequences to your funding. Watch how quick they step to and take control of their campuses. Senator Kennedy's absolutely right. Let's see what else he has to say.
But Joe Biden hadn't done that. And President Biden is not going to do that. And it's not just because even older people can suck. He's not going to do that because of the raw gut politics, and you know it, and I know it. President Biden is scared to death to alienate the Hamas wing of the Democratic Party. And he has read that new CNN poll, just came out, that said that 52% of likely voters, a CNN poll said 52% of likely voters will never, under any circumstances, on God's good green earth, vote for Joe Biden. 52%.
That's a big number, and Senator Kennedy is right on point. Joe Biden is remaining mostly silent with all these protests going on, with all the rioting going on, with all the news breaking, because he knows he needs every vote he can possibly get in order to have a chance at beating President Donald Trump in the next election. It's really that simple. This is the realpolitik that Senator Kennedy is talking about here. It's a delicate balancing act that Biden is doing right now, trying not to alienate what Senator Kennedy calls the Hamas wing of the party and maintain the coalition of others who are more pro-Israel in his party. We saw this in the Michigan primary when there was such a very significant uncommitted vote from a population that was mostly Arab, some Palestinian as well. Senator Kennedy is hitting the nail on the head here.
52% will vote for the guy who salts the French fries at McDonald's before they will vote for Joe Biden.
And he's doing it with flair and comedy, and he's just killing it here.
And he knows that. And that's why he is doing, or in this case, not doing, what he's not doing at these universities. And you should call it for what it is. Rule by mob. Rule by mob. A belief in diversity, equity, inclusion, and the right to kill Jews. And it's wrong.
The man's on fire there. A killer ending line is what people are going to remember. He's a very quotable member of the Senate. That's probably why he gets a lot of interviews and why people remember what he says. He's very singular in his affect, in his mannerism. He doesn't get all riled up. He doesn't get angry. When he does get angry, you know it. But it's a very welcoming tone that he presents, and he's right on point all the time. This is why Senator Kennedy is a rock star, in his delivery of plain cold hard facts and just great commentary on those facts. But we're not stopping here. When we get back from the break, we're going to be checking a Senate committee hearing discussing big oil and climate change. And Senator Kennedy, you thought he was something here. Just you wait. Like what you see so far? Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Also, leave us a comment and tell us what you're thinking. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another show. Senator Kennedy was not done. He saved the best for this Senate Budgetary Committee hearing and questioning Dr. Jeffrey Suprin, who is an associate professor of environmental science and policy at the University of Miami in Florida. He provided testimony concerning what's been termed as Big Oil's efforts to avoid accountability for climate change. Let's see where Senator Kennedy takes us now.
Dr. Suprin, on December 14, 2023, you tweeted in support of climate defiance. That's an entity that the Brookings Institute has called a radical climate change group. Is that correct?
I don't recall, I'm afraid.
Okay. Would this be the same climate defiance that I'm looking at your tweet, you tweeted in support of them. Would this be the same climate defiance that called Senator Joe Biden, quote, a sick fuck?
Language.
Whoa! Senator Kennedy working blue. Now, he meant to say Senator Joe Manchin, and there is video from Climate Defiance, this radical fringe group confronting Senator Manchin, and there was even an altercation.
Joe Manchin, you sold our futures and you've gotten rich doing it. You sick fuck. How dare you? You sold our futures.
What Senator Kennedy is doing here is raising awareness about this professor's apparent support for this organization because he's retweeting what they're putting out on their Twitter account. So Senator Kennedy is trying to get to the bottom of, do you support these actions? Do you support their agenda? Do you support their means and method of confronting people in a very hostile manner?
I don't know, but as I
Would this
mentioned
be the same climate defiance that calls Senator Lisa Murkowski a murderer?
I do not know. As I said in my statement,
Would this be the same climate defiance who told the CEO of Exxon to, quote, eat shit, Darren, close quote?
I'm not responsible for the statements of other
Nice
people.
group you're
and I also
hanging
do not know
around
the
with,
answer.
Doc. Here's what your tweet says, quote, we do, in support of climate defiance, we do not do online petitions. We do not do NGO coalition letters. We do not do fucking bus stop ads. We chase fossil fuel CEOs and the politicians who do their bidding, and we do not apologize, close quote.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
Did I read that correctly?
That is not my tweet, sir.
That is your tweet. I'm looking
I
at
believe
it.
it is.
Here's a copy right here. It's right off your website, Biggest Dallas.
Senator Kennedy always brings receipts. When you accuse him of not being accurate, he will show you how accurate he's being. Now, clearly, what he's looking at here are retweets, I think. They're reposts of this group, Climate Defiance, that this professor actually put on his timeline as well. Unless he doesn't want to endorse it, and he should be telling people he's not endorsing with reposts, it's reasonable to think that this professor supports this initiative, these means and methods from Climate Defiance. And Senator Kennedy does not suffer fools, and he certainly doesn't suffer his colleagues, regardless on whatever side of the aisle they are on, suffering these insults and this disrespect.
October
certain that is not
31,
my tweet, sir.
2023, you said this on Twitter. Quote, climate justice was coined by our movements to locate it as a struggle against genocidal racial injustice, colonialism, and apartheid. If your climate justice doesn't stand with the Palestinians against colonialism and apartheid, then your climate justice has no justice in it, close quote. Did you say that?
I believe not.
Here it is,
May
bigger than Dallas.
I please see the documents?
Yes, sir, and the witnesses' documents there.
Now, if he's got the goods, and I tend to believe Senator Kennedy's got the goods, this witness is nothing more than another intersectionality liberal trying to bring multiple issues together in the name of fighting climate change or whatever the cause of the day is. There's always this intersectionality that the left wants to bring about, and Senator Kennedy is calling this witness on supporting this idea. And frankly, I don't know how you can connect climate change to what's going on in Palestine right now. I'm pretty sure what's going on in Palestine is that what happened on October 7th was there were rockets sent into Israel and many people were killed, and there's been retaliation ever since about it. I don't think it had anything to do with rising tides or CO2 emissions or climate change at all. And I think that's what Senator Kennedy's trying to bring to light here, that this is just another intersectional, far-left progressive trying to mask their agenda under the guise of saving the planet or whatever altruistic thing that this professor wanted to talk about.
May I please
And
point out that this form
the
of...
senator's time has expired, and there are other senators waiting.
I've got a bunch more tweets. Thank you for your objective advice,
I'm sure you
Doc.
do. You can put them into a question for the record, and
Yes,
they'll
I'd
have
like to submit all of the good doctors' objective tweets and scientific analysis for the record.
I love the snark. That's what these witnesses should be doing. It should be talking about objective data, scientific recommendations, not political agendas. This is why I love Senator Kennedy. He does not suffer fools. I love it.
Thank
will
you.
be done without objection. Senator Merkley.
May I clarify one final point?
Of course, now the witness thinks he's going to get the last word because Senator Kennedy's time's expired. So he wants to get the last word on all this agenda-driven stuff that's been brought up that he supports.
Proceed.
These are not my tweets. These are retweets. It's an important
Oh,
contradiction.
you often retweet stuff you don't support? Is that?
There he goes. I love Senator Kennedy. Again, he will not be made a fool of by these witnesses who have agendas. It's so great to see. Why isn't every Republican like Senator Kennedy? Why don't they bring the facts? Why don't they bring the receipts? Why don't they directly confront these agenda-driven buffoons and call them out on their nonsense? This is the template of the type of politician that I would support on the ballot every single time and be proud to be represented by. Take note, candidates. This is the way to do it.
What you telling me, Doc?
I did not say that I don't support this. I simply did not tweet it, which, as you're alleging.
But you retweeted
I'd
them,
like
didn't
to
you?
make very clear that this form
You
of character
retweeted them,
assassination
didn't
is
you?
characteristic of the propaganda techniques of fossil fuel
You
injection.
retweeted
Senator
it,
Merkley.
didn't you?
Thank you.
Are you going to call me a sick fuck?
It's Senator Merkley's time.
Whoa! Oh, damn! Oh, damn! Senator Kennedy! Oh my God, this is peak Kennedy right here. I haven't seen anything like this before, ever. Bravo, sir. The man actually says, I do support these statements, but they're not my statements. I retweeted them. And on the same time, he's saying you're conducting a character assassination. You just admitted that you support these statements. What a freaking moron. Senator Kennedy is the man. I think you guys see, I love this guy. I love Senator Kennedy. This is the template for every conservative politician out there. Be factual, be entertaining, be engaging, but don't take no shit off of nobody. I completely love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Senator Kennedy and what you saw here. He chose violence yesterday. I absolutely love it. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, like and share the show with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the shows. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about Senator Kennedy and what he did yesterday. Let's get in the comments together and discuss this and all the other shenanigans and buffoonery happening every day this week in DUMBmocracy.
All views and opinions expressed here are not necessarily of the mainstream media and may offend some listeners. It's called political buffoonery.